Welcome, folks, to another PyMCon interview. Today, I have one of my favorite fellow contributors, which is Ricardo, but I don't want to steal his introduction. So, Ricardo, would you mind introducing yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'm Ricardo. I'm originally from Portugal, now living in Hungary. And I'm a very active PyMC developer and also PyTensor, our backend.
Let's start with the basics. How did you get interested in statistics?
I joined a psychology degree when I went to university, and I figured out I liked nothing except statistics by the end. And so I started with frequentist statistics. Then I joined more, or I started working more with computational statistics when I switched from psychology to neuroscience. Mostly we are analyzing group behavior data. And so it was a mix of Python, computer vision, statistics. Still a lot of asterisks back then, so still in the frequentist with p-values and everything. And then for my PhD, I joined a group which actually worked on Bayesian models of cognition. And that was how I found this whole world. And it was pretty recent, so maybe 3-4 years ago. That's when I found out this actually existed. And from there on, it was kind of a deep dive.
Thanks for running us through how you got involved in Bayesian statistics. Usually in these interviews, I ask, how did you get involved with PyMC? But in this case, I want to ask you, how did you become a PyMC developer? Because you're doing more than just using the library. You're actually building it for the other folks.
Actually, I did a talk on this like a year ago, so folks can try to find it out. I think I asked for a feature, so there was the negative binomial. I was just reading a bit about it, and a lot of textbooks, they parameterize it with, I don't know, N and P or something else, and PyMC didn't have that parameterization, and I just asked in the GitHub repo, can we add this? And then Thomas Vicky suggested, yeah, sure, you want to try it? And from there on, I guess it was how easy it was to just add stuff to a library that I was using and learning about, and that was very engaging. And from there, I just kept going from the easy pull request to the next easy one until I started taking harder ones, and then those that nobody wanted to take. Again, I think a bit like statistics, it was an accident where I just faced something that happened to be fun and I didn't expect it in advance. And then I stayed around.
So then any advice for folks that are looking to contribute to PyMC? Maybe they're using it like you, they want some other features, or they found a bug. What tips would you have for them?
I guess just give it a try. But be aware that you might end up loving it too much. But really, nowadays, I think it's very easy. That nowadays you can just click a button and you have the whole environment ready, so you can almost change it like a Wikipedia editing. And that's, I think, really makes things easier.
I do think we have Gitpod enabled, so you're right. It is easier than ever. I don't think you have to make an environment like we did on your local computer.
Yeah, so you just change the lines that you see are wrong. And that's the easy way to just tip your toes. And then I guess just explore a bit the issue list. And if there's something that speaks to you or a functionality that, you found buggy in the past and it was annoying you personally, that's the best motivation, is to fix something that you actually use. But really just try the Gitpod, because I think that's one button away. And I think taking away all those steps really makes it much easier to contribute.
I think so too. You're right. Setting up the environment was one of my hardest challenges when I started contributing to PyMC. How times have changed so quickly, even in the last couple of years.
Sorry, I won't tell people, but they can also just go to the GitHub website and press the edit button and open a pull request from there. The chances that it will pass all the linting and all the pre-commit are
pretty low.
Small, but hey, if you manage, you can also do a pull request without getting out of a website.
Yeah, sometimes I tried doing that, and then I realized that I actually should have done a real development environment, because yes, I get stuck with all of the tests and everything that we have. So, so I was like, oh, this should be easy. Then it always ends up being not so easy. With that, is there anything else you want to leave the folks that are coming to PyMCon with?
Well, I hope I'm going to teach something that's new for a lot of folks. So I hope that the talk itself will be interesting and is going to make you think about PyMC differently. That's my biggest goal. So I would say just come and watch.
So for folks who don't know, Ricardo's going to be talking about the log prob module in PyMC. This is quite important. Probabilities are at the core of Bayesian statistics, so we really want this module to be working, but also easy for people to use and iterate on. Just like all the other PyMCCon talks, all the details will be on pymccon.com and also on our Discourse site, and we'll put it in the link below. But with that, Ricardo, I wanted to thank you for your time. Say I really appreciate it. The one last thing I want to leave people with is our PyMCCon CFP is always open. So if you'd like to give a talk, just like Ricardo is doing here, you are more than welcome to. The community loves hearing from folks like yourself, because this is how we all learn, by teaching each other what we know. So thank you, Ricardo, for taking that opportunity to teach folks what you've learned over the past couple of years. And I appreciate you sitting down to do this interview.
Thank you.